Hello, in this video you're going to be given a guide and an introduction into comparing functions. So in the previous video, hopefully you guys watched it, you were given an introduction to function word problems and how to go about setting up the equation and then evaluating the equation. The 8th grade concept is going to have all of that encompassed or into one whole question where you're going to have to not only be able to look at an equation in a situation, but also be able to compare them as well. So let's go ahead and dive into this unit, comparing functions now. We do need to remember our equation is y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope, the number that's going to continue to change or depend on something, or is the dependent, and b is your y-intercept, is your initial phi, is what's going to be added to the equation. Okay, so diving into our first problem, we have Sam's lawn service uses the equation y equals 15x plus 25 to calculate the cost y to work on a customer's lawn for x number of hours. Lawn mowing service uses the table below to calculate the cost to work on a customer's lawn. So right now, first reading it, there's a lot going on. So let's go ahead and organize the information that is given. So one thing that is given to you is Sam's lawn service. So Sam, and again, this is one way to show you work. So Sam has the equation y equals 15x plus 25. Okay, and then we have Ron. Okay, his information is in the table, so we're going to need this table to help us out. So then we have Ron. Okay, most of these questions are calculator active, so if you take out your handy dandy calculator, you're going to press the stat button, S-T-A-T, and then enter for edit. And here's where we're going to enter the table, so I need the numbers 2, enter, 4, enter, and 6, enter. And it replaces the numbers that are already there, or if not, you can always clear your calculator. And the other number I need is 49, enter, 83, enter, and 117, enter. Now making sure that your data points line up, so you do have 2, 49, 4, 83, and 6, 117. We're going to go back to stat, over to calculate. We want it to calculate something. And here is ax plus b, which is the same thing as mx plus b. The calculator just uses a instead of x. Press the number 4 and hit enter. Now, Ron's equation, so we see that we have 17 for A and 15 for B. So it's going to look like y equals 17x plus 15. Okay, so given that information, so we know we have Sam's equation, we have Ron's equation. Now, they're necessarily in the equations, when you're just looking at them, there aren't any words there, but we can create words. So in Sam's situation, we have $15. So we have $15 per lawn, because it's right next to the X. Okay, plus the 25 fee, like calling fee, service fee, plus something. Some type of fee, and I know that because it's the y-intercept. Fee B, if you want to remember that. Okay, and then Ron charges $17 per lawn, and I know that because it's right beside the X. So what we are going to be multiplying, okay, plus a $15 fee. Okay, now we do have to make sure always that you read the question that is being asked of you. Okay, because jumping to it, you can kind of already see some dollar amount differences. However, what you're really going to need to do is make sure that you read the question that is asked. So the question in this case is, if a customer requires 3 hours of lawn work, okay, which service charges less and by how much? Okay, so our keyword was 3 hours, and then making sure that we figure out which one is charging less. So we have Sam. Okay, Sam was 15 per lawn, so 15, and again it was for 3 hours of work, so times 3, and don't forget to add 25. And you can't see anything that I'm typing. Okay, and so that total, 15 times 3 plus 25. is $70. Okay, so Sam's service for 3 hours is going to cost the customer $70. Okay, then we have Ron that charged $17 per hour, I guess, times 3 hours plus 15. So do 17 times 3 plus 15. Ron's total cost is going to be $66. Okay, so now let's go back to my equation. And it says, okay, if a customer requires 3 hours of lawn work, we plug the 3 hours in, we're good, we have that amount. Which lawn service charges less? Okay, so first, which one was less? Is 70 or 66 less? Okay, look back up at the names, that's Ron. So we want to look for an option that says Ron's lawn service charges less. Sam's lawn service charges less? Nope, because it was Ron. Sam's lawn service charges less? No, because it was Ron. Now let's dive in and figure out by how much less. So now we need to figure out the difference between 70 and 66, which happens to be $4. So they almost got us with $3.50, but the difference of 70 and 66 is 4. So D is our correct answer. Ron's lawn service charges $4 less for 3 hours of work would be our correct answer. Okay. One more question to help guide us in this process. Okay. Pizza Village uses the equation y equals 1.10x, $1.10 x plus 9 to calculate the cost of a cheese pizza with an additional toppings. The table below shows the cost of a cheese pizza from Mamma Mia's based on the number of additional toppings. So we have Pizza Village. Okay, so that's one part of the information. Okay, they use the equation y equals 1.10x plus 9. Okay, and then we have Mamma Mia. Okay, and their information is in a table. I'm going to go ahead and add Village to this because just having pizza doesn't seem to make much sense. Okay, so Pizza Village and Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia's information is in a table. So go back to your handy dandy calculator. If you need to reset it, don't forget you can always do second plus 712. Now let's reset. We're going to go into Stat, Edit. My table information is 3, 5, 8, 1175. Don't forget your decimal point. 14.25 and 18.00, which is going to change it just to 18. Same thing. Making sure that your information is correct, because that is one thing that can throw off your problem. And then we're going to go back to Stat, over to Calculate, press the number 4, and then hit Enter. So now I'm going to plug in the appropriate information. So y equals ax. A is 1.25. So y equals 1.25x plus 8. Okay, so looking at the information and our equation, if we go back to the words and what our equation is actually telling us, we have Pizza Village that charges $1.10 per topping. Okay, and then this $9 for the cheese, just the cheese. If you just wanted cheese, no toppings. Okay, so plus the $9. And then Mamma Mia charges $1.25 per topping. Okay, plus the $8 if you wanted no toppings, just cheese. Okay, and I know that because if you do 1.0, okay, so this is $1.10, okay, times the 0 toppings, and add the 9 to it, you're going to be left with $9, because this is 0. Okay, if you do 1.25 times 0 toppings, and add $8, you're left with $8. So here's your base cost for basically a cheese pizza. Okay, and then you're going to add on to the $1.10 in this case, and $1.25 in this case for each additional topping that you want. So let's go back into our actual question. So this one says, which statement is true? In this case, you're going to have to look at every single multiple choice to figure out what it is talking about. Okay, so common word in all of them is more. So we're talking about someone charging more. Okay, another common word is per topping. Okay, well, in each equation I have two numbers. Which number is associated to per topping? Again, you have to critically think through this. Okay, $1.10 is being multiplied by something. It's being multiplied by your topping. And then I knew that because $1.10 times 0 is 0. We still have that $9. So this is $9 with no toppings. And then I'm going to add on the additional cost per however many toppings I want on this pizza. So in this case, it's $1.10 per topping and $1.25 per topping. Going back into the question, it just says which statement is true. I'm looking for the keyword. More, 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 and then per topping on each and every single one of these. Okay, so I can start to use some process of elimination. So I'm looking at per topping. That means I'm looking at this $1.10, and I don't want to use orange anymore. Okay, I'm looking at this $1.10, $1.25. Which one is more? Pizza Village or Mamma Mia? Mamma Mia is more. So I'm not going to choose Pizza Village, and I'm not going to choose Pizza Village. The next piece of information is how much more, the difference. How much are they charging more? Okay, so we already figured out Mamma Mia's is more expensive. So now I need to figure out how much more. So let's do it. $1.25 minus $1.10. Okay, just to double check our math so we're not messing up. 15 cents more. Okay, so Mamma Mia is charging 15 cents more, and that happens to be in the multiple choice option. Okay, and again, making sure that we have understand the question, understand the pieces of the equation, and going back into the question and making sure we've answered the question that was asked. Point out your keywords. If you need to mark up your textbook, by all means, mark it up. Okay, so you have things highlighted, you have things underlined, and you're able to knock out and cross off answer choices that do not make sense once you have actually thought through the whole entire problem. So, best of luck to you, and again, hopefully this video helps.